like this, yo. I got busy, cuz.
No one likes us. No one likes us. We can feel it. I can feel it. No one likes us. We don't care. If they didn't put that out, it says no one likes us. We are fulfilling. Because I saw people saying that when they came, they were throwing eggs. I don't care. You're a 49ers fan. Why are you doing in Philly? Eagles going to the Super Bowl, man. That's how we starting off, man. I had a great time yesterday.
Good energy, good vibes. They whipped
Good
their ass
vibes.
something bad.
We whooped that. We knocked that two of their quarterbacks. They didn't need a quarterback. It was we just showed them that they were not good enough. Um, had a great stream. If you're watching this right now, I've been streaming on Twitch. I might even ask Vinique to come on the stream one of these days. You know, have a dual stream with Vinique. Vinique needs to start streaming too, man. Because I had a good time streaming, man.
Where
I had
I
a
should
great
have.
time streaming. I had a great time streaming. I had a 3 hour stream. So if you're watching this, go and look at leskuzzy on stream on Twitch. Go, we about to be streaming all week. By the time this, I might be 6 streams in. So yeah, uh,
What you was doing on
got a
stream?
little bit drunk. Hmm?
What you was doing on stream?
I was playing music.
Oh, word. I feel
I
you.
played music and got a little bit drunk. I gonna lie. I was planning to watch the highlights for the Eagles game and the Chiefs game, but the Chiefs were still going on while I was streaming.
Mm.
Then my drunk self, I could yeah. I needed to take a nap. I needed to go to sleep after that. So I decided to go to sleep. Cut the stream, went straight to sleep. I didn't finish. I even tried to watch the highlights for like a few seconds, but I could not in the stream. So I might do it tonight. Do another stream tonight. Watch the highlights after I watch my shows. Yeah, but yeah. So the Eagles going to the Super Bowl, people. Uh, if you're new here, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. So I don't. To be honest, I'm hyped. I don't care about whatever people saying. You can be you can be mad at me right now of why I'm saying this, but I don't care. I don't.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win too.
So
They got a good shot at
yeah,
winning.
we're playing the Chiefs with one leg. Mahomes. It's gonna be a good game. One thing I want to say, it's gonna be a good game. It's not gonna be about the fun. It's not gonna be like the 49ers. Like I said, like last week, I said I thought last week's game was gonna be a good game. I was wrong, but I think this one is definitely gonna be a good game. Reason why, uh, our the Chiefs' offensive line is the best pass block defense. No, pass block offensive line, and we have the best run pass rush. So it's gonna be a heavyweight bout, and uh, it's gonna be a good game. But I think we're gonna win because I don't trust the Chiefs offense defense as much. I trust my Eagles offense, and Mahomes gotta have somebody throw except for Kelsey because we might double team Kelsey, triple team Kelsey, and he is not gonna have that time, the space and everything of getting Kelsey, the luxury of getting Kelsey easily. So yeah, if they, I gonna lie, if the Eagles win, we might not do a video that week. I'm gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody. It's not gonna happen. I'm not. I'm telling you now. I I might be late that whole week, so I might not even. try and do the pod. So that's gonna be our first week that we miss. But I'm hopefully I don't miss it. I don't go through with what I'm thinking right now. Right now. But yeah. Now let's get into how you doing before we even get into
I'm chilling, vibing.
that a bit.
Life is good. Everything is good. Um, um, I'm just good. Life is alright. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Not really great because remember last week when I was pissed off at this man, Kim Bao, who's better than daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? He's might now pissed me off again. And I told you I didn't want to watch his music because I didn't want him to be recommended on my YouTube.
Nails
And guess
down.
what? I literally said it. I was like, I messed up listening to his music because now he's gonna get recommended on my YouTube. And guess what? They recommended him, and I didn't even watch the thing. I didn't watch his video, but he was talking crazy, saying that after Daylight he wants to beat Cassidy. He said he's gonna beat Daylight, then he's gonna battle Cassidy. All right, uh, you gotta hold your horses first of all. Number one, you ain't gonna beat Daylight. If Daylight comes as half Daylight, you're losing. That's that's it. But I don't even trust Daylight, so you might win. But when it comes to Cassidy, I think this is the first time I'm gonna defend Cassidy and say he's gonna whoop your ass, and that's new for me. I don't like Cassidy. I hope Cassidy doesn't battle rap ever. But if Cassidy decides to entertain you, that's highly doubtable because Cassidy wants a bag. He might just hold minute or so. But
Real quick
this,
before you go on with this, um, there's a list that is now on the internet of someone that
uh,
predicted the next 10 Super Bowl champions, and they have the
yeah,
Eagles for this year. They've been right the entire time.
you
So
know
from
what?
from 2016 to 2026. So they have the Eagles winning this year, the Bills next year, Jags after that, and then the Bengals. So just putting that
You
out
know
there,
what?
you know.
I want to say this to everyone who is. There was a similar list, right? I think it was when the World Series happened. He was right until the Phillies happened. He was wrong about the Phillies. So
Damn.
whoever, hey, I wish he's right. I'll do because 2022 has been great for sports teams in Philly, except when it comes to winning in the finals. The soccer team, the Phillies, now the Eagles. We can't go on 3 in the biggest games. So there's pressure on the Eagles to win, right? And after that, we can. And I still plus I have the Eagles winning on my parlay. I need my parlay to hit. I need that 73,000. Hold on, wait, we I ain't trying to think about that right now. I'll think about that when it's time. Right now, to be honest.
I got the Eagles winning Andy Reid choke style. Andy Reid is going to choke
I
that
go
thing
lie.
out, bro.
I go lie.
It's going to
I
be
like
close though.
Andy.
It's probably gonna be like
I,
27,
I
like
do. I
21.
do. I go lie. Andy, if it's not if any other coach, like if I don't like if it was not for Nick Sirianni being the Eagles coach, and I I like Nick Sirianni's personality, the next coach I would probably root for is Andy. He's a cool dude. He likes he eats burgers, likes hamburgers. Oh, burgers period. But yeah, people, we're doing this because we have taught in zero nothing but a rent that's about to come soon for me, and there's nothing else to talk about in battle rap because we didn't see nothing because there's nothing to see.
Ain't nothing going around. It's not even on URL. Not URL, but it's not even on caffeine. Can't
Yeah,
see it,
so
bro.
we have nothing to talk about except us create stories for y'all and create like. But what I was saying, King Bao, I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I don't think I want to know how to pronounce your name because I don't want you to be in the culture. I'll be honest, I don't. Um, there's a difference. You going against daylight and daylight, knowing daylight might just be daylight and not prepare 100% and try to do weird stuff, and you might win. Yeah, that's going to be on your winning battle rap because I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I do know Cassidy's not daylight, and Cassidy doesn't do weird shit. And every Cassidy battle he has battled so far, right? He has went up. He started bad. We did okay. I said barely okay against Arsenal. He did another barely. He did a decent job against him, and he has went up. And I think when you battle, if you decide to battle Castle, one, Castle is not going to entertain you because you don't have the money. Two, and two, I got Cassidy with the body bag on this one. I don't care if buts about it. Cassidy is gonna win this with the body bag, and I don't care about anybody else. What everybody else says. Y'all can miss me with that. Uh so for your information, I don't like you. I don't like your music. Because I listened to one track and that was trash. I never like it's difficult for me to not like a person that I never listened to before, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're like the Grizzlies and the Bengals. You talk too much about what you're gonna do. You gotta focus on daylight. Prepare like daylight is coming as Tay-Rock daylight. That's what you should prepare. And I highly doubt you have even the capability to even think that far because you made yourself a headliner on your own league. I understand it's your own league. You can do whatever you want. But if you're a decent human being, you should know you're not that day. You should take a like another better than daylight. Take somebody we don't know. No, somebody who's less known. But all right, that's like me. Now let's talk about Com 23. They're not. Guess what? Com 23. I have a grudge with you. When we do these videos, we do it on a Monday. We used to do it on a Sunday or Saturday. But we found out because people like to do announcement that time, we decided to do on a Monday. You see? But why do y'all every time when we do our podcast and it is done a minute after we finish the podcast, y'all decide to announce your next battle? This is like y'all know it's exactly when the Went Over Your Head podcast finished recording and y'all decide to announce exactly after we finish recording. This is like it's getting ridiculous. And this is not like new because y'all announced so far we have 4 episodes up for the year, right? And after every 4 episodes, you announce the day, the right there, right after we finish recording. It's like ridiculous, except for the first battle. But the other battles, you really announce them on Monday, right after we finish recording. And I bet you they're gonna announce one right after we finish recording. Like it's ridiculous. You got. I thought we were cool. Maybe because we criticized you from the other stream that didn't work. That's why you mad at us. But it was well, we were telling the truth. That stream was terrible.
Couldn't even see them battles. That shit was
We didn't.
good.
We can tell you. We can say, hey, it was good. Lying to the people. Y'all don't pay us. We don't get paid anymore. YouTube doesn't pay us. We just doing this for fun.
Literally.
Well, only thing we waiting on is Coastal Rain to call us and say, yeah, we chose y'all because we are more consistent. We have more. We are live every time, and I've got. But yeah, but that's it. Uh, Otherwise, let's talk. So, Con 23 announced. Uh, hold on. Let me go on that. You see, people, we gotta do this right here. So Con 23 announced the next battle is gonna be official versus Pestavia, right? So there's official versus Pestavia. And did we announce oh yeah, we did announce Miss Hassel and Shooting the Rap. I forgot about that.
Yep.
And yes.
They're making a nice little card
So
right there.
yeah, they have a nice
Yeah,
little card. I go
yeah.
lie. So this is the card so far, and I think these are the older card. I think this is the whole, the whole. So it's gonna be Easy versus the main event. Easy versus him and Holler. I guess this is the co-main event. C3 versus Caution for the money, the tournament. Official versus Pestavia. Although I don't like how they announced this with their headshots, like just their round head, they cut off their head, and Miss Hassel uh versus the Shuni the rapper. I was gonna say the rapper, Shuni the rapper. Uh, so me, I do stupid stuff just to do stupid stuff. I like this card. The card is fire. They have heavyweight names because I now put Pestavia as a heavyweight. Well, to be honest, she's not a heavyweight, but she's kind of in that category of being a heavyweight. If you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
of like she doesn't do small time battles. She just takes big battles. So she's kind of in the heavyweight. She knows who to take when to take them. Well, not really who to take, but she knows when to take battles.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I like the battle. Do I think she's gonna win? Probably not. Reason why is official. I There's 90% of the time I don't go against the official. Second time official punches, and she's also like, but one thing I would say, official does like using guns a lot, and 90% of the time, like 65% of the time, I don't believe whatever she's saying. So I might get, you know, it might come to the last day of me thinking about this, and I might decide to give the battle to Pestavia, but it depends. But my early prediction is I got Pestavia, and I got official 2-1. There.
I got I think it's gonna be a 2-1 either way. Prestavia, every time you bet against her, she wound up winning. Other than the Fonz,
Yeah,
even that
no.
battle, she took.
I'll be honest. This is one thing I want to say. Pestavia, I want to say this. I don't know if this is not any female that better Pestavia before. Well, it's kind of is, but not really. Pestavia is like a fit. Is y'all remember when official better jazz and official kind of woman handle jazz
Mm-hmm.
with punchlines
Mm-hmm.
and aggression? Every female that battled prestigious so far has been dealt that way. And maybe because of her voice is kind of deep, maybe that's it. She sounds like a New York female with like a deep voice from the hood. And she, and I know, we know this because I hear it also on uh when I watch Begs and Bodies. Y'all gonna use their religion, uh, uh, uh belief against her. I think the best way I can tell you, y'all should stop doing that. To be honest,
I don't think official
because
will.
every time y'all do that, like if y'all decide to attack a religion for one round, you just took off a round. Y'all know why a word has a slogan that he's created like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We say you spend the whole time battling God and end up losing the battle to me. And when he first said that, I was like, okay, I get it what he's saying. Then I watched most of his battles, right? And I was like, oh, now I see why did he address this? But every time, not every single opponent, the only opponent I see who didn't address it was religion was Romney. So far, the only opponent who didn't battle a word and address and just say Christian stuff was Romney. That says a lot.
But by the
You
time
better
they
get
battled, that was I don't know. He
hmm?
done battled about 35 people that all did the Christian thing. So
Yeah, he had battled Gaethje twice. Gaethje did the Christian thing twice. He had battled Danny Myers did a Christian thing. Surprisingly, it will did a Christian thing. And to be honest, when you guys address, I want to say this. This is like something to also to tell official not to do it. I didn't want to spend time on this topic, but I decided to. Because there's nothing else to talk about. But I when y'all decide to address anybody's religion in battle, right? The only one that I know, like people are religious. No one is really religious except for like the ones who call themselves Christian rappers, and I feel like they hate their name too. Like Loso and Awood, I know they hate being called Christian battle rappers. It's just because they came under the Four Horsemen and they don't curse. Uh, when you address them being Christians, we y'all know that you spend too much time and all y'all do, you're not even addressing them. You're addressing your own experience with you being in church. Like that's all y'all do. And people don't get this. Every time I've listened to some, I skip some of y'all rounds. Some battle rappers when you battle like A Ward or Loso, and I hear a first thing that y'all say is like your experience with church. I skip your rounds. I tune you out because I'll be honest, you're not battling them. You're not saying anything to them directly. You are talking about how whatever church you were was corrupt, how the pastor did you dirty, how this did this, how they stole money from the collection plate, bro. It happens everywhere, bro. I'll be honest, it happens everywhere. I don't know how to say it to y'all to y'all get it. Don't do it. Uh, Another thing. Now, uh, John is coming out with a one round. First of all, John, if you're gonna announce a one round thing, don't announce it month like few weeks ahead. Just announce it like a week away. It's easy. because no one is out. When you announce it a week, I know that not to be excited that your league is still thriving. But when you announce it weeks before and you say it's a 101 rounders, I get pissed off, right? So John Bullpen is coming up with a card, and it's called Close Range 2, right? So from first glance, it's the URL versus Bullpen. That's what it should be called. I'll be honest, right? I'm being honest with you, John. You should just call that. You should call it like that. Don't call it close range. Just call it URL versus Bullpen. Or the yeah. So I'll be honest. So the first battle, hold on. The first battle is New Jersey 12 versus OG Grease. First of all, who's OG Grease?
Nobody knows.
The next battle is DNA versus the Philly Hens. Oh, I kind of heard his name. He was on Midnight Madness, but I never watched his battle. I never watched him, but I heard his name. The next battle is Shotgun Suge versus Young Herb. All right. You see,
A Lil Herb battle now?
this young.
I thought he changed his name back. Oh shit. That's how you know we running out of names, bro. Niggas is not even talking about rappers, but we're talking about battle rappers, and we got the same name. It's like three different cautions.
ah,
It's caution, lady
no.
caution, another caution. Like, bro, come on, bro. Come up with new names, bro. Help us out. Make it easier.
Make it easier to know who you are.
Yeah.
We got Arsenal versus Super Black. All right. This one I know. I know this person. Super Black, to be honest, he's not new to bullpen. But I think this is his first, like, he's not new to bullpen. That's one thing. He's been there for a while. Well, he finally made his name on bullpen recently, but he has battled on bullpen before. He tried out on bullpen. He lost to a guy who doesn't battle rep no more. But that's it. Uh,
Damn, the nigga beat
Calico
your ass and
versus
retired? That was a bad
the,
joint.
the guy was like, when he battled him, he battled like he was coming out of prison and he was talking about he was a Christian, and he battled like a couple times. Then he decided to stop, and he now, to be honest, to that guy's defense, he's more good at music than actual battle rap. So he had a good, he's having a good career on music. So next battle is Calico versus 7J. Man, why is your name 7J? Is there seven of you?
Why is
Like for real,
Calico
like
doing one rounders? Oh,
then
because he
the
only
main
got
event,
one round.
John the Don versus uh Jerry P.
Oh,
All
nobody.
right.
Mm, okay.
To be honest, out of
John
all
took
these
all that
people,
time off to do a run rounder versus somebody niggas
oh
don't even
wait. To be honest, for John, this is like a warm up because he got a battle soon.
know. I mean, I figured, but
Well, wait. This is not a warm up. Wait, Johnson. No, I'm confused. When is this battles? I'm not confused. Oh yeah. This is the warm up, right? Yeah, this is a warm up. Wait a minute, Johnson. Hold on. So wait, you battling twice in the same day? John.
Took all that time off and did some stupid shit. Huh?
Hold on. Whoa, wait a minute.
How would you battle
Wait a
twice
minute.
with that? He trying to pull an illness.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. John. Wait. Hold on. Okay, never mind. He's not bearing twice in one day. Never mind. I thought he was bearing twice in one day. He's bearing twice in a week. It's still twice in one day. To me, it's twice in one day. Uh, but yes. So this is gonna be John John's first battle back. It's a one rounder. Then we got. Now let's talk about y'all know URL. Let's talk to URL real quick. URL. If y'all not gonna have a caffeine event, please let us know now. If there's no pay-per-view, please let us know now. Because y'all doing these app events and y'all gonna take months to release these battles. That's number one. Y'all take too long to release battles, right? I'll be honest, y'all take too long.
Y'all gotta put them out within a week, maybe
If
two
y'all do,
weeks.
yeah, like if y'all do app events and if some people can't make it to the event, that's number one. If people didn't make it to the event, maybe because the event is out of their city, because y'all don't go to nearby cities, went to Virginia, that's where outside was. Now you're going to Atlanta for the next event. Please release the battles in the app within a week or 2 weeks. I don't want to hear nothing. It was cool when y'all when you hold the battles when they were on caffeine, because we watched them, right? So I understood when y'all said outside was not streamed, because outside, to be honest, it was not a big battle. It was not a big stage. It was nothing main stage. Yeah, there were people there, but it was stupid. There was nobody there, to be honest.
Mhm.
But the next card that y'all have is called Redemption 2. Number one, you advertise this saying that it's a big stage battle. That's one, right? Uh, I forgot who was the announcement. I know I'm wanting to say Nanan is battling here, but I might be wrong. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm totally wrong. So, and this is the second event of your in 2023, and still no caffeine, no pay-per-view. What's going on, URL? Like, what's really going on? Please let us know, because I want to know. Don't you want to know what's going on with URL?
No.
I want to know. Like, I really do want to know. Like, y'all gotta let us know. When are we getting these battles? I want to see them. I want to see caffeine. Like, for real. Like, it's a. I don't even think caffeine starts I think caffeine start promoting. To be honest, I think that deal with caffeine is done. I'll be honest.
I think they might be cutting ties because remember last year, before the year even ended, they put out all the events that they had listed. They didn't do that. They didn't do that the previous year. Well,
Yeah.
last year. Um, and they ain't do it in the last month, so that's probably wraps.
The only
It might be wraps.
yeah, the only event that they've done on is light work. And yeah, light work is not that. Maybe I'm wrong, but caffeine, y'all gotta let us know. Y'all gotta let us know if y'all down with caffeine, or if it's just caffeine is gonna be just for the big games like URL, not Summer Madness, Gnome, the tournament. Even though I don't want the tournament back,
I don't think if
but
it was, they probably would be announcing stuff and be hyped. Because remember, Caffeine was doing like all they shit. So I'm actually surprised that they're not doing their own pay per view because that's conflicting. That's money missing. You only worried about
yeah,
the door? That's weird.
yeah, I don't
And half the
like.
time they don't even tell you where the battle is at. So you can't even go to the door. It's like rapper exclusive, which is weird. So I wonder what they're doing there. Hopefully they still in bed with Caffeine. If not, then it might be end of an era already.
Yeah, it's been what 3 years since we cut. Yeah, 3 years. So yeah, yeah. Y'all gotta let us know. The other thing, like now, let's talk about Redemption 2. So the battle was announced. I don't know if this is the main event. It doesn't feel like a main event, but Clean Paper versus Swamp was the first announcement,
Yeah, probably not
right?
a main event. Clean Paper been going off though, and
Yeah.
Swamp had the crazy year that he had, so that's a good joint.
And we also have. Oh, hold on. Let me find it.
Tony Parker just working.
Yeah, I can't find it no more. And then Smack announced John John versus Chef Trez on Redemption 2. So John John is coming back a week late after his own event and is betting on URL on Redemption 2 against Chef Trez. Uh I think this is a grudge battle for Chef Trez. I don't know what's his problem with maybe the bullpen, bullpen John John not Chef Trez doing the PG when John John told him not to do a PG. I don't know. But I heard that they were beefing. We're
Mm,
not beefing, but they were not seeing eye to eye.
okay, John John
So
doesn't do well in those type of battles. I'm gonna be honest. He had the problem with Twerk. Went up there, and in my opinion, I think he beat Twerk. But the
he
popularity
didn't.
there.
That was not a battle.
Yeah, I think he won. But
I
then
don't
you
call
got
that a
him
battle.
versus Jack Boy was the only one he came out on top. But the other ones, he kind of loses
Mm.
automatically. Ace
Yep.
Amin didn't go too well for him either.
That was that. I watched that battle again, and I'll be honest, John John, you got beat by Ace. I mean, you choked. I don't want to hear nothing about it. That no, I wanted to
John John was
rewind it for the
rapping his
beat.
ass off though.
He was rapping his ass off, but damn, he choked the first round. I don't care what you say. Like, oh, I want to make it them hear it again. No, if you go far, if you don't go a few bars back and you go almost a full 2 minutes back, not 2 minutes, a minute back of your material, you choked. I don't care. If you just don't go from like the start of the setup, right? Let's say you set up something, right? And you just don't go like few words, like not few words, but a few things back and you start go back to the punchline that made the people react, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like when also like wait, if you was trying to say, oh, I want to be like Surf does it when he rewind the whole setup, the whole like when he does chain punching, he rewinds it to the beginning of it. Well, number one, when Surf does it, one, they're reacting to every rhyming word. That's one. Two, he doesn't want to do it. The crowd just makes him do it, right? Uh, so when I watched that battle back, I watched it recently. Uh, one, but to be honest, for Ace Amin to be in that crowd, it was a hostile crowd, right? I recapped it with, I think I recapped it, or I didn't recap it, but we talked about it. We never recapped it here on the podcast because it was years before we started the podcast, right?
Hmm.
Was it? Did we recap it on the podcast? But I don't think so.
I don't think
No,
so.
yeah, it was years before the podcast.
Yeah.
It was the year when John Young battled Surf. Uh, right. So
John John got his ass whipped. All right, my bad. Yo, John John is my favorite battle ever, and nobody would know that. And I think that's why I be like pause, but hard on him because this nigga is like why? Why did you chase him for 10
I
years?
go lie.
Get your ass
Hey,
whipped. Like, it don't make
I
no
have so many questions on why John John is your favorite battle rapper
He's one
because
of my
I never
favorite. I
know
think
why.
because John John is like it's it's the way people rap for me. Like I really like the way Joe Budden raps. So people who have that kind of reference, cadence, and emotion to their stuff. So John John has that. JC has that. Surf has that. Dumbfounded and Wrong, I just feel like are really funny and can rap too. So it's a good experience for me.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, those were the people when I came to URL. John John and JC was the first two people I started watching, and then Surf. So it worked out for me.
Hey, I see. I want to be honest. I can tell you, I have a different. Me technically, I have the same thing. Like I like me. I like surf. I understand, like emotion, real stuff. Considered. I like these punchlines. Hammond was more of performance. He brought something new. It was more like he showed, he showed showmanship, right? He was like a showman up there. So, but if you ask me, my first out, I think I said it before, but I think I watched a few battles here and there. Like I watched like a conceded battle. I watched a Heyman battle, a Surf battle. I watched Surf, but the battle that I remember, right? Me personally, that I remember that made me not a, I want to say, but that made me become, how you a casual fan. That how we talk to, like, if you've been here with us from where we start, we had like people who said they're like casuals. Like Zaire said he was a casual fan. He watched his highlights, right?
Hmm.
But he never watched the full battle. Well, I don't think he said he never watched, but he had never sat through a full battle, right? The battle that made me sit through a full battle, I will tell you right now, is Tita versus Av after my senior year. That's the one battle I literally sat and watched over and over again. Reason why, and I can say like Tita was my first. If I had a favorite rapper, right, a favorite battle rapper, like until I actually know more of battle rappers, Tita was probably my first favorite rapper, battle rapper.
Mm.
Before I even knew what angling was, before I knew what scheme was, well, I knew what a scheme was, but in battle rap, I didn't understand the scheme. But I didn't know what angling was until a year or two after I watched that battle. That's crazy. For y'all, a year or two, it was like a year after. That's when I started to realize. I was like, that's an angle. So you telling me when he brought up that, like when he brought up he was a DVD guy, he was angling him. So you see, but it made me laugh. Like it was like, damn, you even took Breeze. Like that's the battle. I personally say that made me a bigger fan of battle rap. That made me not graduate from being a casual fan to okay now I'm a fan. But yeah, Now the next battle, Charlie Clips versus Danny Myers. To be honest, I like the battle.
I didn't see
Not,
that coming. I really like that battle.
I like that battle, but problem is it's on the stage.
Yeah, that might go bad for Danny.
Yeah,
Let's see how it happens though, because you never know. You never know. You never know. Clips might get him
yeah,
there choking. You never know. He might not really got anything.
yeah.
I don't
You
know.
see, I would say that a few years back, but so far since Charlie Clips has been back, back, he has not taken anybody lightly.
That is true. That is very true.
He has whooped Calico. He
Well,
whoops.
Calico,
He whooped the uh, what's her name?
Yoshi,
Yoshi.
Rio, there's
He
one more
whooped
to that,
Calico.
or actually two more bodies.
I don't know who else he whooped. I remember he whooped somebody else, but he whooped a lot of people. So yeah, I don't like this for Danny. I wish Danny thought of it and maybe if it was an outside battle, yeah, I agree with Danny. Take it. But this is a big stage. Ah,
Nah, Danny ain't no bitch. And on top of that, Danny understands that he's battling a legend. Do you think Danny is gonna turn
yeah,
into
no,
a
no,
legend?
no, no, no. You see, there's a difference when Danny battled Tay Rock on the volume, right?
And if it was on stage,
Then, like, it was no stage. It was a few people. Yes, it was like a few people in there. There were few rappers and few people in there,
I
right?
still think Danny would beat him.
But now this is gonna be thousands of people in there, right? Number one, Danny might have a good round. That's what Danny does. Danny has a good round. I expect Danny to have a good round. But the problem is Danny Danny is also a good rebuttal. He does good rebuttals. But from what I saw from recent Danny, he should stay away from rebuttal. This is not me hitting saying that Danny's not a good. I said Danny's a good rebuttal, but from what I recently listened to Danny, right? Him versus I think it was him versus France. That's my last battle in my memory that I watched from Danny. Not his recent performance, but the one that's in my memory, him versus France. That's the battle he should stay. That lane should stay. One, Danny. There's angles that you should stay away from because you know Charlie Clips is gonna eat them alive. Don't mention the Joe Biden campaign. Don't don't even mention his daddy being a snitch. Yeah, those two angles. The anything is fair go at that point. But those two angles, stay away them. Erase them from your memory. One, I don't want to hear this about the Joe Biden campaign. That's number one. And I think I'm speaking about every fan. We heard it since it happened. Joe Biden has been in office for 3 years now. We don't want to hear it no more. Joe Biden might start another campaign. We don't care about the 2020 campaign when Charlie Clips and DNA did it. I don't want to hear it. His daddy being a snitch, that's another one. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. That's one. I don't care. That's perfectly that I don't care because that's old. That's old, and he addressed that years ago. So I still don't know why people still bring it up, but because he addressed it years ago, and still people think that Meth Haifa had so much. He brought it back up. It was something and cast a body back up. It was something crazy to think about. No, he addressed it years ago. I don't want to hear it again. But it's going to be a big stage. And this is not, and plus, the other disadvantages, Danny can turn up. And the more Danny turns up, the more Cherry Clips turns up. So Danny, if you win the coin toss, please select Cherry Clips to go first. Because we saw that when Luke Castro battled Cherry Clips, he set the momentum, and that momentum made Cherry Clips go harder. I'm just saying, it's been proven. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, uh, but I like the battle. I do. I want to know who's the main event first. They gotta tell us who's the main event, and I have a feeling that since they announced Swamp and Clean Paper, they might be the main event.
Probably.
If they announce them first, we normally get the main event, then we get everybody else in the card. So if it's because this is the Swamp and Clean Paper, they have a story that they're telling with it, saying that Swamp is what Clean Paper was supposed to be. Clean Paper saying Swamp is the mini him. So they have a story, and we know the drug talk is gonna come out. But I want to say this. And this is not something I'm I, I'm thinking. This is something I'm thinking right now, that every person who signed the recent contracts, they're putting them out so fast that by the end of this year, the next year of their contract, they're not gonna be battling again. Right?
Mm.
Like Clean Paper signed a 2-year deal with URL. Chef Trust signed a 2-year deal with URL. I don't know who else signed a 2-year deal. The other person who signed a 2-year deal who has not been battling that often is Saint. But everybody else who signed those 2-year deals, they are throwing them into the fire. Like Red might be thrown in the fire next. Chef Church has battled. I thought Chef Church just battled recently. He's gonna be on redemption. He battled on the card, the rookie versus verse card. He battled again. They are throwing them into the fire, into the dumpster, into the limelight. He battled Nan. Chef Church battled Nan. Like, yeah, I see what Yorel is doing. Is that they're trying to get these people satisfied so fast that I see what's the setup coming. If you see where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna push them they're gonna give them all these battles, right? Then the next year they're not gonna give none of them battles. And they're gonna still be under contract. And that's the sad part of it, it's a business. And I wish some of them be smart and just don't battle every single card that you're always proposing to you. But am I wrong or am I tripping?
I mean, we said it about everybody though. We feel like it's a lot of people that's oversaturated. I think they just gotta get better at making their cards, and then we won't feel that way. But that's the whole thing. But yeah, we seen Nitty and so many people constantly. Nitty and
Yeah, but I feel like
Mike P and
this,
Richard.
this is not
They on every
personally.
card. They can't be on every card.
Yeah, like seeing Clean Paper on the redemption card made me feel some type of way. This is not. It's not about Clean Paper himself, but Well, Kitchen Clean. Now that's his name. I don't know why. His name to me was always Clean Paper, but it's Kitchen Clean. Uh,
A rebrand.
um, it's not that I'm mad at him taking the battle, but it's now making me feel like I don't want to see his battles. And two of those battles that he battles recently, I want to watch them. Him versus Ace Amin, even though from the looks of it, he got kicked, he got his ass kicked, from what people are saying. But they also said they didn't finish smoothly, both of them. But yeah, uh, now let's talk about this outside cut. There's some. I want to say this, right? This is just me saying it. Well, it's me, and this is what I was thinking this whole day because I saw a clip and I liked it on Twitter, right? And I think I've come to say this. I don't think even Vinique knows this person. You know Suevo?
Swearable, I heard the name.
Yeah. I think I'm not a fan of Suevo. Hear me out. His two battles, right? His two battles that he has battled somebody who has a bigger name than him. I feel like he had the best one of those battles. Not the best one, but I have not watched the battles, but right, him versus Tay Rock on Light Work. He recreated the Tay Rock versus Twerk thing. You say you told Twerk, you're my brother. I can't watch you die. He's like, me too. But I had his life lived. Look, bro, like those lines. Then this one line. I need to play it because hey, URL don't block this video. But well, you can't block it because on Twitter you didn't block the video, and it's not live stream. It's just the audio. Plus you can't copyright it too because we don't get paid.
We don't.
That's crazy. That that YouTube just hate us so much that they don't want to get us paid. Let us get paid. Right. What else are I doing? What? I don't know. Get it. What is he talking about? Daniel. I still don't even know what is he talking about. Danny said he's doing it for surf. Who is he talking about? Is he talking about uh
What the fuck happened to Surf Day?
he's like he's doing this for surf. Who is he talking about? Hold on. Danny, you gotta tell me who the fuck you talking about. Because I don't even know who you're talking about. Is you talking about Tay Rock? Because I don't. There's a class Rock is teaching this man right now. Oh yeah, he's talking about Rock. What? Why is he digging for surf? Rock doesn't have to do shit for surf. But all right, that's not what I was here for. I just got caught up at this because I saw it. But here, let's go to my likes. Here, he is.
Blade out. Somebody let him know that he in danger. Let him know that I ain't playing. Blade out. Somebody let him know that he in danger. He gets stuck up in New York. I'm talking dead up on the pavement. Slicing tank core out the apple. Sound like a this man basic. You wasn't outside on the chases. Ain't had no placing. Having to ride dirty. You gotta switch the plates in. Bumping your favorite gospel song on the way back. As if you did it, you thought you never would have made it.
Like he's like, you ain't never been out. He's literally talking to Cortez. He's like, you never been outside when the Rangers do. riding dirty, you had to switch the place and bumping your favorite gospel music because if you didn't do that, you thought you would never make it, bro. You, I was like, okay, I like how he does this shit. Like the other, the swivel. I don't know if somebody has it. Uh, I don't remember someone having the swivel. Hold on, let me look for it because.
I'm famous. The Eagles was not fucking around today at all.
Hold on, swivel. This is Tay-Rock.
On his head from what I earn off record. This nigga's no give him with the best.
Why don't they have a swivel?
I ain't past the actual work.
They don't have the swivel line though. Hold on.
That's why I take death personally. That's why I take death personally.
Listen.
So me killing you is hurting me. We drove bound rock, shot him. They had to sit his body up vertically. I regretted it as soon as we tried to murder him. Heard him take his last breath. I turned my head urgently. And you're right. I couldn't watch my brother die. But I heard him leave. And it's a
He's like, I couldn't watch my brother die, but I'm hearing him leave. Like the way he said it. I'm just saying. Right? To me personally, he had the best. He is probably one of my favorite lines so far in 2023. The second one is in 2020 against Tay-Rock. Even though Tay-Rock, like, I couldn't watch my brother die, so I turned my head. That was fire. But Swerve had my favorite line. I never watched the battle, but when I watched like the highlights, that was the line that I would say. But yeah, until I watch the battles, I have nothing to say. You have anything to talk about? Say before we close the stream out? Not the stream, the podcast.
Nah, I mean, good. Hopefully, a good year in battle rap. Hopefully, a good year in potting for us. I mean, that's
Yep.
all I'm hoping for. We're in the second month and it's still trash. So let's just hope for the best, bro. Let's just hope for the best.
It looks terrible out in the streets, man. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. I'm sorry, people, but I gotta tell y'all how I see it. Hey, yeah, hey, did you watch You People yet? I'm about to plug You People. They don't Netflix doesn't pay me, but that movie's fine. Have you watched You People on Netflix yet?
No, I never watched it.
Hmm?
I never watched it.
You not watched it. It came out on Friday. I thought your girl would have made you watch it.
No, we still watching.
Like Eddie Murphy, Nia Long. Well, technically Nia Long. To be honest, Nia Long is not in the movie. In my opinion, Nia Long is just a name and a character. She's not really inside the movie. They advertise it like she was someone important in the movie. She's not that. She's not that important. Eddie Murphy, yes, because Eddie Murphy was kind of important in the movie. Laura London and the guy, I don't know the white guy's name, but he was also important. But the fight is a fire movie. I gonna lie.
Okay.
I recommend people watching it if you want to have fun. If you want to see laughter and a laugh story, that's like comedy. It's not comedy. I want to say it is funny stuff, and like, but I don't consider it a comedy. I consider it a romance movie with laughter in it. But yeah, well, if you guys want to watch something fun, watch You People, and don't forget, follow me on Twitch. Go subscribe to my Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. I don't care. Yeah, follow me. Yeah, subscribe. I don't give a damn. I'm just having fun on Twitch. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and then subscribe because we've been still for a while, man. We need to get to 2,000. Road to 2,000 starts now. Road to 2,000 starts now, man. Yeah.